Welcome back to another Kproduction video, and in this video today we will be once again reviewing ReZero. It's been a minute since I last time reviewed an ReZero video. I kind of fell off, but we're gonna hop back on it and we're gonna be consistent on it again. So we will be reviewing ReZero episode 4 of season 2 part 2, and I'm super excited. There's so much things I want to talk about. I have a lot of theories, analysis. So I hope you enjoy the video. If you're a ReZero fan, like the video. If you have any theories or ideas on episode 4 of ReZero, comment down below and subscribe for more ReZero content and other anime like content. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Alright, let's get into this video. The episode starts off with Emilia and Ekidona walking through the forest that Emilia once lived in many years ago when she was a child. And what I found very funny about this episode was the amount of times Echidna made fun of and criticized Emilia. I found that very funny, and obviously we know that Echidna does not like Emilia at all. So I found that really funny throughout the episode. Echidna would just throw little shots, "You a filthy woman," or stuff like that. That was classic. Anyways, Emilia and Echidna finally reached the home that Emilia was once raised in, and we see little Emilia and her mother figure, Mother Fortuna. I think that's how you pronounce her name. I'm not 100% sure. And we also see at a very young age that Emilia is able to communicate with lesser spirits, and that she was also kind of isolated at a young age, kept inside her room by herself a lot of times, had to sit there and play with herself. So that's why I kind of feel like she's a little on the weird side, but it's cool. Obviously, Emilia, being young and curious, she does eventually sneak outside because the lesser spirit actually helps her to do so. But I just want to make a quick note. For a little Emilia, the voice actor, whoever did it, did a phenomenal job. Like, great job. I honestly thought that she actually sounded like a 7-year-old, and the voice acting just sounded so pleasant to the ears. I can't describe it, but it was a phenomenal job. 10 out of 10 quality for voice acting for everyone overall. We also see the return of the witch cult, and surprisingly, we see all of them being helpful to the village people. They ain't murdering people. We also see the return of Beetlejuice. No, it's Juice actually. But I was actually very shocked when I saw this part. I was like, what is the witch cult? Aren't they evil? So I am wondering what happens in Emilia's past that causes, for one, Betelgeuse to go crazy. I mean, he was already a little weird in this episode, and we'll speak on that a little bit later, but he's already a little bit weird. But what made him go over the edge to become Betelgeuse? And I wonder if back then the witch's cult was more of a positive thing than actually a negative, or maybe some classes of the witch cult were positive instead of negative things. That's one of the things I'm interested in knowing, is if that actually is true. It's just a theory, so we're gonna put it out there. So now Emilia sneaks out a lot more, multiple times. A lot of times when she sees Betelgeuse or Goose, whatever you want to call them, when the witch's cult come and deliver supplies. And then little Emilia happens to hear about the seal. Emilia gets very curious about it, and then the spirits or fairies shows her where to find the seal at. The lesser spirits lead Emilia to the seal, and I am wondering what is actually the seal at all. Is it like to another world? Is it of the way that Subaru even got here because the seal was broken? No, that doesn't sound right. I'm really wondering, what is the seal? Does it have anything to do with Subaru even being able to travel across worlds? And does the seal get broken? These are some questions that I've been wondering. And how does this have an impact on Emilia's past? Um, I'm really curious into knowing. In the beginning, I thought it might have been like one of the witches' like burial areas, like tombstones or whatever. But then, Echidna would have said something about it because Echidna would know. But Echidna herself wasn't sure what the seal was as well. So I'm very interested in knowing what the seal is, and I think this is a big thing to keep note of in the next few episodes. The seal. What is the seal? Amelia tried to like push or break the seal. It seemed like she tried to just push it open or something like that, but it didn't work. So she just gave up inside. She was gonna go home. As she was going home, though, the spirits led her to Betelgeuse, and she was like, "Oh snap!" She tried to hide, but to no avail. She was caught and found by Goose or Betelgeuse, whatever you want to call him. And when Betelgeuse lays eyes on her and realizes that it is Emilia, this is when my boy starts to turn real weird. Just starts crying tears of joy. And this kind of reminds me of when he says, my brain is trembling. This was the moment I thought he was gonna say, my brain is trembling, because like he was visibly shocked, started crying just from seeing Amelia. It kind of had me laughing because I'm like, man, this dude is kind of weird, but it's in a good way in this case scenario. And one more thing I want to say is the voice actor for Betelgeuse, low key, it goes kind of unnoticed, but he does a really good job showing like the eccentric and weirdness of him, at the same time making it not stupid, even if that makes sense. Now, one of the things I'm wondering is, what is Amelia actually? Because for one, Betelgeuse is crying and saying like he brought him salvation, even though Betelgeuse is a over exaggerator and is eccentric. Still, I'm wondering, why is Amelia treated the way she's treated in this type of time in the past like this? And I'm wondering, what are they for particularly hiding from her, and what makes her so special? I'm really curious, but it probably won't be answered in the next episode, because every single time ReZero gives you an answer, there's loaded with other questions. So we will hopefully find out at some point. In closing out the final few minutes, we've learned also a major thing for Amelia, why she values promises so much. This also the fact that she is a spirit user and everything like that. Also, we learned that the main reason why is because her mother figure ingrained that in her, it's important to keep your promises. So this is the reason why Amelia kind of spazzes out when Subaru breaks his promises. And to Subaru's point of view, it's like, yo, promises are like pie crust, easily broken. So to Subaru is not a big deal, but to Amelia, that's a huge deal, because that's the way she was raised, to keep her promises, and also her being a spirit user as well. So this is a very interesting thing, learning that about Emilia. And at the very end of the episode, the Archbishop, representing greed, Regulus, pulls up out the cut, starts talking a whole bunch of nonsense, and we know that this is when the true trial, or when the true trial for Amelia actually starts. I'm expecting wild stuff to happen in the next episode. I'm very interested in finding out what happened, and I want to know why Betelgeuse transforms to Betelgeuse and goes wild and crazy. And also, I'm interested in knowing, are archbishops immortal or something like that? Because Betelgeuse does say, yeah, he lived a very long time, and also Regulus obviously was in the beginning of season 2, so he's lived for at least over 100 years, at least. So I'm interested in knowing if the witch, or at least the archbishops, are they immortal? That's a good question I want to know. But I'm excited for the next episode. Make sure you stay tuned for it because I'm gonna be dropping it ASAP. So make sure you subscribe to this video. You already made it to the end of the video, so subscribe anyways. Make sure you like the video, smash the like button, and I hope you enjoy this video overall. Leave your comments down below what you thought of this episode. Leave your theories. Don't post any spoilers. Anyways, hope you enjoy the video. Like, comment, subscribe. Kproduction signing out. Alright, see you later. Peace.